Good evening, good people. Big Mike back at it. I hope everybody had a happy 4th of July. I know I did. Got to see fireworks with my son. Been pretty busy, guys. Been working on accounts on my server mainly. And guys, I just want to mention I had an individual contact me about doing work on his account. We talked last week, and he said he wasn't able to do it till actually today, Thursday. And so I'm like, are we gonna go ahead and do this, or what do you want to do? He's like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, did you already get your tickets for your account and whatnot? He's like, oh no, I'll just get it tomorrow. And then he was like, talking, I guess he was just asking about, my work or whatnot. No one said my work is ever bad. They come up with different excuses. And what he came back at me with is that if I do work on an individual's account, that alliance would be targeted. Now, if I haven't heard some shit in my life, man, guys, I've worked in US Server 2 on everybody's alliance. Everyone from the top, pretty much to the top 20 alliances, I've been in every single one of them, And I know most of the people, I've been around for 13, 14 years, But the be all and end all of everything is don't let somebody dictate how you do your account, And what's sad is they probably put the scare into his mind or whatnot. And so, but, don't let people dictate how you do your account, guys, because everybody puts a lot of money in their account. And, of course you want it to be, successful, strong, and hopefully these videos are helping you guys. But like I said, there's no shame in asking for help from somebody, whether it being a teammate, either another member outside of your alliance. But of course, I'm always around. You can always ask me if need be. Heck, I just worked on 2 accounts this week already, and both people are impressed. Both people were ecstatic. Somebody gave me an extra $25 just as a tip because they loved it so much. So don't let somebody dictate how you run your account, guys. If you want to get strong, there's no shame in asking for help, or whatnot. But again, like I said, hopefully these videos help. And I got a lot of requests in for defense and setting up. And that's what we're going to move forward on. Remember, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so you can get the latest videos as soon as I download them to YouTube, and boom, they pop up. You'll get instant notification letting you know. But here we go. Like I said, I only defend front only. And the reason being is front has the biggest attack, or, men coming at you, troops coming at you. And when people take flank, all those troops get to the courtyard. Now, yes, you can win the flank, guys, but if you lose 15, 20,000 troops, I don't call that a victory, okay? None whatsoever. But some people do. Me, I don't. So, now, one thing, setting it up, I set up all bombs, and we all know how to do that. We just get the black line bombs and, you know, fill them into the slots. Of course, I put the gate tools in there and then your moat tools. Now, perception is everything, guys. When somebody spies your account, okay? Now, first, we'll go, and then on the right flank, I do all bombs. Okay. 100 melee, but again, I don't do flank, but again, perception, we'll go back to that. And then this should have been all straight. Somebody changed it. This should be all slits over here, and I do 55. So hopefully, there we go. Now it's back to normal. So I have all slits on this side, 55, 45, 55 melee, 45 range, and then 100% range here. And now I do all my castles should look like this, unless, as you can see, I'm in pro mode. And before I was in pro mode, we were at war and people got on. Yep, see, people didn't put their stuff, my stuff back. So, you know, that's, don't bother, it's okay. They were trying to help me out, that's no big deal. So it just helps. They're helping me out, that's fine, if I can't get on. Alright, so, as you can see, this one's all right. This one's all right, that's 100. Let's go to op 2 just to make sure. We're probably gonna have to fix it, which is okay. That's okay, that's okay. Nope, that's it, just like it. It's not 955 though. Again, I just said it like that. You really don't have to change it, guys. But, yep. That's still there, 55, that's good, that's good. 100 there, I just put it there, and then 100 in the front. Okay, so now we are going to go to these reports I'm going to show you. Now, when people are spying, obviously, they're going to, here I'm going to show you 2 choices you can choose from, okay? This is my 2, for example, the good one. So you're spying. You see pretty much a solid commander right here. Look at, I mean, I built some solid comms. They're all evenly distributed. I got enough courtyard, flank, gorgeous max. So when you spy, alright, so you see that, and I have 311k. Pretty much all defense, no offense. Now, if we go to one of these spies right here, look at that, guys. This individual at this op has 30 vet range, 20 melee attackers. Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, that's a defense. So technically he doesn't have 135. Well, he has 136 there, but it's not all defense. Now, and plus he doesn't have a general attached. Now, yes, he could be online and be using it, but and just to show you, I did another location of his. And this one, he has it 3 wall, but look at this. 25 melee, 12 there on the range. So obviously, if somebody were to spy me and this guy, 9 times out of 10, they'll take this guy because the amount of attackers he has, you know. And again, perception is everything on this game, guys. Everything. You can have one tool in the slot, and it will not tell the person that's spying how many tools you have. It just shows that. So you can have one tool in the spot, and have it set however you want, but I highly recommend front. But make sure you have all three walls, because when people don't put tools up in the walls and you have a lot of troops there, it tells the person, well, it tells me if I'm attacking you, man, this guy doesn't have greater wall tools. He doesn't have the ruby tools on, which you can get those in the blacksmith now. So, it ain't going to be that strong. Anytime you're offline, guys, or going to bed, always put all, well, we have 5, they just, GoodGame added a new general, that samurai general, but the 4 generals you do have, or if you do have 5, make sure you leave them all on your castles. They do no good when you leave them on your commanders in the evening. No good whatsoever. And it really doesn't help the people that are online trying to help you and support you if you're getting attacked and you don't have a general, and if they don't have your keys, or if they can't log you in, you're just setting them up for a big, huge troop loss, guys. And it happens all the time, over and over and over. And the alliance I'm in, I send out a checklist now before people go to bed. Now, if they do it, and it helps us out. If not, shame on them. Nothing's more aggravating than when people are online and trying to help you in preventing a big loss, and yet the person getting attacked doesn't either store their troops at night, their offensive troops. And guys, another thing, I don't keep any offensive troops at any castle except for my main. And everybody knows that. It don't bother me if they know my strategies or not. It don't matter. Just like the guy was saying that I was going to do work on his account because people were telling him that his account I work in, they look out for those accounts and they target him, as well as because I attack people and test out the commanders when I do build on your account. I mean, you would think you would want me to, and I would start a war. I was like, all right, you can throw every excuse at me in the book, and it doesn't bother me either way. But at this point, where how GoodGame has it set up, unless it's the top 2 or 3 alliances in the game, one person, if done right, can take out a full alliance. Hands down, I promise you. And there are accounts on US server 2 that can do it. I promise you. And which is, yes, it's fun, I guess in the beginning, but I'm more of the person nowadays that I would like to do as things as a team, which is, doing taking over towers or metros or stuff like that. But again, US2 server has so many rules. But anyways, so going back to defense. Guys, it's always front, okay? Now, another thing, a couple things I'm going to show you about how you can increase your troop capacity. Now, troop capacity, if you folks don't know what that is a cap that GoodGame puts on you, that you can have only so many troops defending on a particular attack. Before, people could send up, I could send from 2 accounts 500,000 troops, and that person would have 1 million in support and have 1 million there. But now they have a troop capacity, which, you can always increase. But so my troop capacity at my main is 440,000 as for myself. Now I can get an additional support from my alliance, 262, which would give me an overall 706 troops total to battle, which is a lot. And I'll show you how I got that. Guardhouses, as you know, they coming back with the interdistrict and the blacksmith. I always hated guardhouses, y'all, because they take away from PO or production. But now, each guardhouse level, the very first level, once you add a guardhouse, it adds 1,000 troops to your own troop capacity and 1,000 towards the alliance. Okay? So, obviously, if you max out a guardhouse, it goes up to 7 levels. That means 7,000 for your troop capacity for yourself, and then 7,000 for the alliance. And I'm loaded. Or I got them here and in my inner district. Also, just to give you a heads up, wherever your keep is at, your keep, if it's not maxed all the way, usually when it's maxed, I think it's 300. I think it's 350. That's what it gives. Every level is 50K in addition to your troop capacity. So, for example, say if my keep was at level 5, make that minus 100,000. Let's see where we at. So I would only have 344,000. And then each time you go to level 6, that's an additional 50,000 to your troop capacity, and then an additional 50,000. So I think it's 350,000 you get when it's maxed at level 7. So, and the keep and guardhouses determine your troop capacity. Now, you can also add troop capacity with different things, like different wall items. I don't think I have any, but you can get 12% additional or 12K or, whatever the case maybe is. But your guardhouses and your keep help. Oh, as well as your, what's it called? Stronghold. My fault. My apologies. Stronghold. So, where you go to the stronghold, where does it say it? What's the info on there? So, yeah, courtyard troop capacity. It adds additional 60,000 on level 5, 45,000 on 3, or 4, then 3, 30,000, so on and so forth. Y'all can find that. And if y'all don't know where that is, it's, you would just go to your build menu and it would be underneath your military, and it would be right there for you guys if you have not already have had it. Anyways, when you have an attack coming at you guys 9 times out of 10, this setup right here, and if you put the proper wall builds on, which I said, or I made a previous video, or one of my earlier videos told you how to put those builds on. There's 5 of them for the keep, the barracks, the bakery, stables. What else is that? Flour mill. Make sure you get those on there, and you'll have no problems, guys. I promise you. I promise you. And I've proven it over time and time again. And I just can't tell you how good the defense comes with it. I mean, now sometimes I do change it to one other thing. I use 2 setups. I use this setup 90% of the time. But if I see an attacker coming with a bunch of range attackers down the middle, and say he has around 3 or 4K coming at me, but has only 40 shields, which technically is only one wave of shields, then I would go all slits 55 melee. That's the only time I would change it. But other than that, it keeps this way. And, you know, it just long as, you know, when it comes to your generals. And another thing, guys, some accounts I've worked on, when I go do their generals, they'll apply the skills on the skill tree, but they don't come over here to the abilities list and save them. That's what it looks like on their thing when I pull it up. So they applied the skills, but they didn't do the skill set. So make sure this is how you apply the skill set. So once you do your skill tree, guys, with your new generals, you know, however you want to disperse them, you know, you go to your abilities list and you just tack them on like that. Make sure you do that. And now, oh, sorry, let me get that one down there. And make sure you save it. And then make sure, that's the defensive side. Make sure you do the offensive side. The offensive side, you do the same. If you're not showing anything in the column right here, your abilities are not applied for that new general, so it's worthless. So make sure they're applied, guys. All right. Again, any questions, let me know. Remember, subscribe, y'all. And if you have any questions on anything, you know, or you want me to make a video on something in particular, let me know. I'll try to get to it. But this is Big Mike signing out.